Hi, my name is Yeva and welcome to my channel. I got another scrapbooking process video for you today. Today I'm really inspired by using a sketch that I have up there in the corner and 6 photos of us going to the beach. I'm also using Paige Evans' Pick Me Up collection and one of her other collections. I'm kind of mixing 2 different ones. And I'm starting out with that blue print with the sails on it because we were at the beach and I don't have a lot of this Pick Me Up collection, so I mostly have that 6x6 paper pad that I showed you earlier, some embellishments and stickers, and just a few 12x12 pages that I managed to grab. And so I'm just using what I have and basically going off that sketch that's by Page Maps. So I'm following the sketch, like I said, I'm going to map my photos to kind of make them pop a little bit. There's a lot of them, and I don't want them to get lost with all the colors and embellishments that I'm planning to add. So I'm going to pop them up on and map them a little bit. I get a little confused here in a second. One of them was slightly smaller, and I thought all of them were small, but it worked out in the end. Once I matted it and got on my page, you can't really tell which one is smaller. I was also trying to make the decision between a plain background, plain white background, and that dimensional graphic design, almost very colorful, which is fun. So I did go with a colorful design because I honestly have been trying to use up that background for quite a while. I bought it a while back at Joann's in their regular paper section, and it's definitely a thinner paper than normal cardstock that are double-sided, like for example this blueprint. And like I said, I would normally totally gut that, but since it was such a thinner paper, I decided just to keep it as is, not gut it, and again just use it up because it's been in my stash for quite some time. That rainbow paper is from Whimsical Collection by Paige Evans. So again, I'm kind of mixing 2 different ones, but it works out. And yeah, I'm just liking how it incorporates a lot of colors from that graphic paper in the background, incorporating the colors from the rainbow of that strip, and just having that teal sailboat, which is just, it's pretty. So I'm just starting to commit, and I'm kind of gutting this blue paper here, as you can see. But I didn't have to. It was just like an inch that I was saving. But it's fine. It is what it is. And I'm definitely glad I matted those the pictures. They just really pop off that blue teal and stand out quite a bbit more. So again, I'm just going to commit. I'm just going to keep going. It's quite a simple page. It's a very, 9 quadrants, and then just a little bit of embellishment title on one of them, journaling on the other, and then 6 photos. So I'm really loving that. And what really drew me to this sketch was that the title block sticks off the page, and so does journaling in one of the embellishments. So I liked how it kind of stretches out from just those 9 squares or quadrants. Here I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my block that's for my title and for my my journaling block. And I kind of struggled with this. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, which pages I was going to use for journaling. So I decided to use this, was it like a Polaroid frame, which is super cute, and I matted it, or it's put inside a journaling paper so I can put my title on it. And this I really played around with this. So I really decided that my page was going to be at the beach in November, and I pulled out this bigger font that said beach, and if it wasn't for so much wording, I would love that. The beach just filled it in. It was nice and bold and big, and this little phrase font was tiny for the word November, which worked out really it was colorful and it worked out really great. But I kind of struggled with the fact that the beach was so big and it would just like overpower. So I was like, okay, maybe adding some red, again, just all the colors of the rainbow. But yeah, I wasn't liking it and I struggled with that. So you'll see in a bit that I actually go off camera, rummage through all my other supplies, and find a bit smaller font for the beach. So here it is. I changed out the word beach to a smaller font, changed out the red to a blue font, and I'm much more happier with that. Now I'm working on the journaling, and I found these little frames, I guess, and I was deciding between that reddish pink color and the purple. I decided on the purple, and I thought I'd bring that top corner of the rainbow down to the purple. But to be honest, when I was finished with it, I wasn't 100% loving it, but I just left it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I gone with the pink and kind of drew the pink from the bottom corner to that side? You know, kind of keep that flow of rainbow, or the purple works? Let me know in the comments down below. By the way, if you guys haven't already, like, subscribe to my channel. I try to have videos every Wednesday coming up. So now on to the embellishments, and I've pulled out a few things that were very beach themed, from like the flip-flops to the swimsuit to the sailboat, kind of like that's in the background. I was really excited to document this, and the reason for my titling of At the Beach in November is because we got to go visit San Diego in November. And that just particular day was super hot. It was up in the 80s. So we're like, yes, we've got to go to the beach. And of course, like I'm from the Northwest, and I'm talking about like Seattle, Washington, cold, wintry, not wintry, rainy days in November. And so this was such a treat for us to be at the beach in the actual November and just like having the time of our lives. So that's the title, and that's the theme of this whole page. Moving on with the embellishments. Here we go. I'm using cork circles, and I'm also adding the vellum. If you know me, if you watched any of my other videos, I love the circle vellums. And that just kind of reminded me of the ripples, of, you know, the water splashing, things like that. And the cork of like sand and just something natural in the elements. Plus circular to round off all these harsh corners. I love adding circles when there's a lot of just squares, 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 you know. It just rounds it off, makes it sound softer, and yeah. So I just scattered 3 different ones, picked 3 different elements, and now I'm just playing around with some hearts, put a few little word sentiment thingies, and yeah. The other thing that I did do was mat that phrase that says fun stuff happens on some green to kind of coordinate where that rainbow is, just to kind of keep that flow going of colors. And the last thing I'm going to do is sprinkle on some gold. This again reminds me of the mist and the splashing. Speaking of mist, I dropped a whole lot of mist right there on that phrase, but I quickly cleaned it up. Can't tell too bad. But that pretty much finishes up the layout. I did my date stamp, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like this layout. Stay tuned for next week for another layout.